Hey, Brandon,
Yes.
what do the Backstreet Boys and an algebra teacher have in common?
I don't know.
They both want you to tell me why. Hey, Brandon, you remember Miss Clifton?
Miss Clifton?
Oh,
Well, it's sad because that's the only way we remember
we
her.
don't remember her real name because we're assholes. Also, Key's here. Say hi, Key.
Hi there.
He didn't have Miss Clifton because he didn't live with us.
No.
Oh, and I forgot that for a split second. I was like, Key, do you remember Miss Clifton? But you weren't there.
Oh my God. I mean, I think it would
He
have been
absolutely would have fit into our friend group, though, so it makes sense that we would think we would just kind of replace somebody else and put him in that place.
Oh,
I would've-
yeah, for sure.
Oh, trust me. I think it would have been a lot of fun being in high school with you guys.
Now, Mark, I know you took that in the personal direction because of somebody that we both know that I remember was in our math class, but I did not intend it as that.
Fuck that guy. No, he's cool.
Fuck that guy.
We've made amends.
I didn't, so I can
That's
still say
fine.
fuck that
You
guy.
don't. You can say that. You can say fuck that guy.
I never really liked them.
Hey guys. Good morning. I got some science fact for you.
Oh, you do?
I do. So.
All right.
I like chemistry, like a lot of elements and the melting points and shit. It's something that's always interested me.
Mm-hmm.
So the melting point of gold is 1,948 degrees Fahrenheit. The melting
Wait.
point.
Wait, what?
The melting point of gold.
I don't know why I thought it'd be, because it's one of the most malleable metals. I thought it would be less.
It would make sense, yeah. Titanium's melting point is 3,034 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Tungsten is 6,177 degrees.
I'm afraid of where this is going. I feel like you're setting up for a joke.
And my heart melts every time I see you two smile.
God damn it, I knew it.
Good morning, boys and girls. Sometimes you gotta wake up early, have yourself a cup of coffee, talk about some nerdy shit, and then go on with your day. It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys with your hosts, Mark, Brandon, and Key.
Hey guys, it's me. I almost
Yeah, boy.
I almost just went with my YouTube intro. Fuck. What's up, guys?
Wrong thing.
It's me, Mark. Joining me as always is my goodest friend Brandon.
Goodest of friends.
Goodest of friends. And welcome to Key and his first regular episodical appearance.
Hello there.
Is episodical a real word?
Yes.
That's my
Yes,
first
it
question.
is.
All right. So
And
today,
guest starring this bottle of whiskey.
oh, I wish I was fucking bottle. Was that actually the cork, or was
Yes,
that your
it was.
mouth?
That was the cork.
That was
Shit.
awesome. Like, seriously.
I am so glad that it was dead silent when that happened, because holy shit, that was perfect.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was incredible. I'm so happy right now.
I love a good cork pop.
Brandon, what do you remember when you guys were fucking with me about the damn cork special?
What?
Cork special. Wait.
When we were at I'm pretty sure it was still when we were all at the atrium. You and came up with something called the cork special. And it was fucking nothing, but I spent like 2 months trying to figure out what the fucking cork special was.
I forgot about that.
And so I was pissed off for like 2 months because you guys wouldn't tell me. And finally
It
we
was
were
the
just like,
dumbest shit ever. It all started because I misspoke about something and it came out as a cork special, and it was something else because I was speaking and something else came out by accident because I'm a big oaf at times. And
Old
Scott
MacDonald
and was like, "What did you say?" And I was like, "Yeah, I said cork special." And Mark goes, "What's a cork special?" And I, in that very moment, just without missing a beat, we're like, "Oh, the cork special."
You guys were fucking assholes for that.
Had been going on for 2 months.
Here's the thing.
It went on for 2 months.
I'm not used to being fucked with. I'm the fucker.
Oh, I know you are.
So that was, yeah. Do you want to hear a fun little poem that I found?
Sure.
Sure.
When little Timmy went to school, he mastered 1 to 9. He thought the other kids were cool in every class divine. He painted shapes in red and blue and drew in curves and bends. And by the time the day was through, he made 100 friends. I'm pals with Pete and Mike and Max, he told his pa with pride. But Tommy's folks were anti-vax and Tommy fucking died.
What?
That is fun. Good morning, boys and girls. So speaking of general fuckery, there was a story that me and
I
Brandon
don't
were
remember
talking
that
about.
character from Star Wars.
General fuckery. Me and Brandon last time were talking about a story that involved Key, and we wanted to make sure Key was on the show for this because it was a good fucking story. Key, do you remember that time I committed some fuckery on you and Jose?
I don't like how you said committed. like really horrible thing.
Yes.
So you do remember. You remember that amazing time.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Fuck me. Well, I mean, I remember it, yes, and then I have not thought about it in a long time, so yes.
Well, guess what, motherfucker?
We are recounting that shit today because it was a good fucking story.
Oh my god.
So, now this wasn't as messed up as what I did to poor Aunt with dementia, but it's still pretty good, considering. I mean, I think it's actually might be a little bit better because neither of the
Disclaimer
two.
for any of those people who have not heard that episode yet.
Yeah, please go listen to
We
that episode
didn't
first.
know she had dementia.
No idea.
Until
No idea at all.
afterwards.
But the fact that I managed to do this to two healthy young men with no signs of dementia makes it a little bit better. Yet. So, oh God, this would have been what, 2016?
Oh my lord, this is good.
About 4 years ago, 2016-ish. Actually, right around this same time period. So it's like an anniversary story now. We were working at at the comic shop we had worked at before it was actually the comic shop. And we were at Wizard World in Austin, which I had been super excited to go to. I hadn't been to a Wizard World in a long time. And
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see you there the whole time.
Right, because I was cosplaying as that fucking awesome Batman character.
Yeah.
Mark was not at that show. Batman was at
Batman
that
was
show.
definitely at that show. I was there for the after stuff, but I wasn't there for the
I'm not even sure you were there for the after stuff because you were dead.
See, Batman rolled in with a box, with a bottle of Jacks in one hand and just a flip you off sign saying "fuck you."
basically. I made a child cry within the first 10 minutes of the door being open.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
So Key and one of our other friends, Jose, were volunteering and helping us out at this event. And it was I think it was the last night of Wizard World. We all went out and had dinner with a couple of animators from, I think it was like fucking He-Man or some shit.
It was Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera animators. And, there's my second stroke of the day.
Yeah, we were trying to just get in with the groups of people that you would see at Wizard World, and
it was our first big show, so anybody who gave us any attention at all was a big deal to us.
And we fucking latched on like leeches.
We had fucking Judge Reinhold stop by our booth and took a picture with us.
Oh
I
my
even got to
God.
take a picture with a Flash Gordon as well, and got a pop signed by him too for free, which was
Sam Jones.
Was I actually in that picture? Or was Batman in the picture? Because
No,
I
you
don't
were.
remember.
No. I have that picture. So you were actually there. You didn't have the Batman mask on.
Okay. So we were out at
Don's Barbecue.
Don's Barbecue in Austin. Great food, really great, delicious food. Brandon and his wife's car got the tires slashed while we were at dinner. I forgot about that
person.
I forgot about that until just right now.
I remember that right now.
That night sucked.
Yeah. So before that wasn't too bad up until that point. What ended up happening was we were out to dinner. Key, Jose, Brandon, and I were all sitting at the end of the table because these were animators we didn't give a fuck about. And as we're getting our food...
Jesus Christ, Mark.
What?
I mean, I wouldn't say we didn't give a fuck about him.
I didn't have a fuck that could fly by, okay?
That's fair. Brain dead from all the brain cells you killed off while being in that Batman costume all day.
Which, again, so that factor, the fact that I was two guys that were my own age that know I have a history of fucking with people, I'll just add to the how amazing it was that that I messed with them as well as I did. So what ended up happening was we were sitting at the end of the table, and Jose looks at me and he's like, "So Mark, you spent some time in the Coast Guard, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did 4 years in the Coast Guard." And he's so why the Coast Guard of all things? And
Mark, without missing a goddamn beat.
Oh my god.
Without missing a goddamn beat, I look at him. I was like, "What was the closest option I had to?"
Oh my god, it feels like I'm literally reliving this moment all over again.
So without missing a beat, I look at him and I'm like, "Well, that was the closest option I had." And Key at that point kind of perks up. Closest option to what? It's like, well, I wanted to be in Her Majesty's Royal Navy, but then my parents moved over here when I was about 11. And they're like, "What? They didn't. You lived in Houston." I was like, "Yeah, my parents moved me from Houston." Where did you live before? Well, I was in Great Britain. No, like, but where? And me being me, I don't know fuck shit about geography, let alone Great Britain's geography. I thought of the first thing that came to mind. Oh, Little Whinging, And they're like, "Isn't that where Harry Potter lives?" And it's like, "Yeah, actually, I live down the street from where the story started." Here's the fun thing. I don't think Little Whinging actually exists. I'm actually, you know what? We got the Google machine. I'm going to look that up real quick.
God damn it. Oh my god, just thinking about this fucking story now. God damn it.
Okay. Little Whinging, according to the Google machine, does not exist. It is not a real place. It was made up specifically for Harry Potter. So I, of course, spout this out. Yeah, I lived in Little Whinging. And, oh, where Harry Potter lived. Yeah, the story took place like 2 streets away from where I lived. And they're like, "Oh, okay." And had they left it at that, I probably would have told them a lot sooner that I wasn't actually from Great Britain. But the problem is they kept asking questions.
And Mark kept digging the hole.
And I kept answering the questions.
With 100% certainty.
With such certainty. Brandon, do you remember any of the questions they asked? Because I cannot think of any off the top of my head.
I don't know, Key.
Key, you were there.
Of course, I was. I mean, I'm the one who was asking questions. That was 4 years ago. I can't really remember. I just remember what happened afterwards.
One of them was like, "Well, hold on. Like, if you wanted to be in the Royal Navy, then why didn't you go into the United States Navy? Why did you choose the Coast Guard?"
Oh, yeah, because the Royal Navy and the British Navy are actually 2 separate entities. The Royal Navy is just specifically to protect the Queen, while the Navy is actually what goes over and fights overseas.
That might have been an actual Jose question because Jose has family members and relatives who are in the military, so he has more knowledge of that than I do.
Which is even funnier why he just...
Yes.
You know what I love right now is I am just sitting here basking in the glow of this fuckery that happened 4 years ago.
Oh my god!
This dumb fuckery.
I haven't thought about this since that night. I haven't thought about this in such a long time.
The number of detailed questions that you guys were asking me, and you guys were just setting me up. Like there was no way in shit that I would know the answer to any of these questions, but I was just going with it and having a fucking blast while it was happening. Because here's the best part is you guys were eating like fucking ribs and shit. So you had like barbecue sauce all over your face, and like you guys were elbows on the table, like leaning over, like hearing answers. And I'm just like, all right, let's see how fucking long I can get this going for. And like I'm talking like it would be weeks, and I would have forgotten about everything. And one of you guys would come up to me, "Okay, so Mark, if you lived in Little Whinging, okay, where did you go to school?" And I'm like, fuck's sake, man. Like, and I just make up some British ass sounding name, and you guys are like, "Oh, okay." And then I go look it up like 20 minutes later, nothing of that matter had ever existed ever. And you guys were just like accepting of it. and it was great.
Oh my god, I can't believe we accepted all that shit. Honestly,
No, neither can I.
the worst part is that we both had our fucking phones right there, right next to us. Wait, no.
I know, you
I think
guys could've-
I think mine might have been. I think mine was dead actually. I forgot to charge it.
Good excuse.
Cause dude, I was taking a lot of fucking pictures at the last day of the con, so my phone was completely dead. So I don't know if Jose's was or not, but I was. And on top of that, being like bombarded by everybody who was coming to the actual booth and like having to sell, get people to come, you know, see you and John dressed up as Luke. I think I was just completely brain fried and hungry that I was just accepting everything that was just coming out of your mouth without even really giving any thought of like looking it up or even asking, hey, Jose, look this up. Let's see if he's fucking with us or not. It was just like,
never crossed
we're
my
agreeing.
mind once.
And
Oh
that,
my god, I
and
can't
that-
believe that.
to this day, is one of my favorite memories of living in Austin because it was just so shittily executed on my part. Like it wasn't like I didn't
even
do
doing like a good job.
like it was just like, oh yeah, like fuck, me and my boys used to go drinking out at fucking Trolleys. Oh man, that sounds British. That's how most of it was. It was like, oh yeah, that sounds British enough. And oh my god, my favorite part was this one was a key question. You're like, well, if you're from Great Britain, why don't you have an accent? And I was like,
Oh fuck, I remember that question now.
my answer was something to the effect of,
It was so simple and dumb. I loved it.
it's just something like, oh yeah, I just didn't want to have an accent when I lived here, so I got rid of it. You're like, oh, no, I guess that makes sense. Anybody can do that, right? And I'm like,
Makes total sense.
fuck, man. And then Jose, on the other hand, was a little skeptical about that. He was like, well, I don't think it's that easy to pretend you have an American accent. And I was like, I don't know, man. Have you seen Fantastic Four? The lead character in that was was done by a British guy. And he was like, oh yeah, no, I forgot about that. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, good enough. I'm like, guys, I'm not even trying here.
My god.
I am brain dead. My brain has been fried. And thank you so much for loving me so much to trust me like this.
God damn it. Like looking back at that now, if I was like in the state I am now, I would have called bullshit on that. But now looking back at it, it's like, this is too fucking hilarious. Especially me asking you about the accent too.
The accent was still what gets me every time. Is
Every single time.
what happened to
was
your
my
what happened to your accent? Well, you know, when I first moved over here, I had a little bit of an accent. You know, I was like, "Hey guys, I'm here. I want to have some tea and crimpets." And your guys like, "Whoa, wait, you really are British? There's your accent." I was like, "Are you guys fucking with me right now? There's no way. There's no way that accent fooled you guys." So on one hand, I'm like, I got you guys real good, but on the other hand, I'm like, maybe they just got me so good.
Nope.
You heard it here, folks. I'm just that good at lying to people.
Dude, alright, if you play Among Us with this fucking guy, vote him out.
Oh my god. I wouldn't.
So speaking of Among Us, I have been playing the shit out of Among Us. One of my favorite things to do in Among Us is as soon as the game starts, nothing has happened yet. Like I'm talking, people have just barely left the cafeteria or whatever map, is I hit the emergency meeting button and just fucking name somebody. Like I don't even give any evidence. I just be like, yeah, dark blue looks kind of suspicious. And they're like, well, what evidence?
Looks kind of sus.
Yeah, I always type out the full word. I always type out suspicious, which gives you more credibility in my opinion. So I've started doing that, and like it's usually like dark blue, or I always pick over either dark blue or yellow are my two go-tos. And like it'll be like, well, what evidence do you have? Well, I saw him chasing after pink, and then voting starts. Everyone votes out dark blue, and like right as they're about to finish, pink's like, wait, he was coming to do the O2 with me, and then blue's gone. Or yellow's gone. And then I usually get away with that for about 2 or 3 turns before they get fed up and vote me off. But it's so worth it every time. Whether I'm imposter or a crew member, I don't give a fuck because I'm just there to fuck with people.
Sure.
It really is fun, that game.
So Brandon, you know this about me. I don't know if Key knows this, but I love like secret societies and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I found out about one from like the 1700s in Bavaria called the Order of the Pug.
Okay.
Huh.
So the Order of the Pug was basically when new members were brought in. Now keep in mind, pugs at this time looked very different than they do today. You know,
Okay.
they look like normal fucking dogs, whereas pugs now look like pigs that got fucking face fucked by a wall. So the Order of the Pug, the way when they would have new members come, their initiation was they'd put them in collars and blindfold them, and they had to scratch at the door of whatever chamber their meeting was being held in, and then the members would bark at them while they were trying to crawl through the room trying to find their way around.
I find this very sus.
There's no punchline, Brandon. This isn't something I'm making up just to fuck with you at this point.
This absolutely comes off like it's something.
I can imagine it would, and I understand why you would think that, but this is a thing. There's photographic evidence of this.
I don't know. It's kind of sus because, I mean, you just told a story that happened 4 years ago that you were fucking with me and Jose, and now it's like, huh.
Boys, check
this
the
is
Facebook
the
chat.
life. This is my life. This is what every day with Mark is like.
Check the Facebook chat.
He tells me things, and then immediately I'm like, I want to take everything he's saying seriously because I care about him as a friend, but he's fucked with me so much that I just don't know.
Hold on, he sent the link over.
I know I saw.
Oh, you saw it.
Actually like a battered housewife where I'm like, I know he loves me and he treats me good, but there's some days.
Oh, it's like a marriage in a way.
Key, is there something you would like to talk about?
No, not really.
Key, are you the battered woman here?
No,
I mean,
I'm not.
look, I would 100% believe it.
Oh, fuck you. Let's see. I'm reading this.
Not because you're a pushover, Key, but because Bailey is a badass chick. So,
Jeez. Damn, I see
Also,
how it is.
Key, you're a pushover.
Fuck you. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm kind of reading a little bit of this.
why on earth? Why is it always Freemasons?
Because the Freemasons were fucking sickos, man. My ex-wife was actually a member of a branch of the Freemasons.
Well, and we all know how that turned out.
Oh, God.
I had a problem with this little painting that they've included in this article because it says a meeting of the Order of the Pug, and I'm like, there's no fucking pug in there. And then I literally had to squint and look, and I was like, oh, there's a little dog. There's another little dog.
They have a...
Holy shit, I didn't even notice the dogs in that painting.
There's a secret song for the Order of the Pug.
But my favorite thing here is it's not like this was just some sick, weird fetish thing. This was done by the Catholics.
Yes, it
Well,
mentions
I mean,
Catholics.
Catholics are into some kinky stuff.
That's fair.
Well, so I used to be Catholic.
Oh my God, they called the leader the Papa Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my dear Lord.
I think it's supposed to be papal.
I was thinking from the Catholic perspective of like everything's Papa.
No, it's papal, like,
Okay.
of the Pope.
And see, here's the thing, because I used to be
Papal.
Catholic, and so how you
Bull. Papal
and
Bull.
and like how you said, that statement, Mark,
What
about
statement?
or was it Brandon that said like they're freaky or something like that?
Pugs or Catholics?
Catholics,
Both,
not
yes.
pugs. But it's funny because like coming from that background, apparently you couldn't have sex unless it was to have a kid. You couldn't have any sex whatsoever.
They made a whole bit of this on one of the Monty Python movies.
Yep. So you are blue-balled until you have a kid, and that's it.
I can think of one way that would be a really great way to get off without having sex, but you continue with yours real quick.
Is it called jacking off?
Nope,
Yes.
I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it in a minute.
Well, I'm already done. That was just my
Oh,
statement.
that was it. That was the whole thing.
Yes, that was my literally.
I was blue-balled until I left the church.
Well, no. To be fair, I stopped being Catholic when I hit 13 because I had so many questions and nobody wanted to answer them. And
It's not that nobody wanted to
answer them.
There are no answers.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that now. And it sucks because, like, the rules and all this other stuff, like, one girl couldn't get baptized because her name wasn't Catholic. I'm like, where in the Bible does that even say that? And then at the same time, my mom, these people that my mom knew were going to baptize us, and they were going to be our, godmother, godfather, and all this other stuff. But they would always blame me and my brother for shit we never did. And I literally would get on them about it, like being a smartass, basically. I would tell them, okay, you know how in the Bible says, thou shalt not lie. You're lying because I haven't even done anything. And they would get pissed at me, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is ridiculous.
How dare you call us out?
I'm like, you're a sinner.
You sinner.
Here's where, so I was never Catholic. I was always Baptist, but here's where I, like, knew that a lot of Catholicism was bullshit.
Is
And by
there
Catholicism, you mean Christianity as a whole?
well, specifically Catholicism.
I don't think it's fair to call one out and not the other.
This is something that specifically applies to Catholicism, but not most forms of Christianity.
Okay.
all right.
So,
But I'm going to go ahead and blanket statement across the board that it's all bullshit.
that's fine. That's totally fine.
Cool.
This is
I just want to make
specifically
sure that we're
Catholicism.
all inclusive here.
Yes.
All inclusive, you fuck. This is where I knew the Catholic Church was full of shit. I have read
One particular moment.
This was my argument that disproved all the bullshit the Catholics believe. And I've asked this to multiple Catholics, and they cannot discredit what I say. That burp was disgusting. Holy shit, that smelled horrible. What it was is Catholics, you know how Catholics have their confessionals.
Yes.
You got to go sit in the box. You tell your priest your sins, and he'll absolve you of sin, right?
Forgive me, Father. I sinned.
Forgive me, Father, for I'm about to sin and be a very bad little girl.
That's gonna need to be on a T-shirt at some point that we do.
Oh, for fucking sure. So the problem with having to go to confessional is for shuck. The problem with going to confessional is by having that relationship with Jesus that the Bible says you should have, it cuts out the necessity for the middleman. You don't need the priest to be able to absolve you of your sin because Jesus Christ died on the cross for you. And the way I always formed that argument was Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins, correct? Yes. That means we're forgiven. Yes. That means that we don't need to go to confessional to confess to the priest what our sins were, right?
No. Wait, what?
The priest is how you communicate with God. Well, what's prayer then? The priest says I gotta go to confessional because it's the praying God. Okay. So listen, while you go and have a whole mental breakdown, I'm gonna go have sex. You have fun. You have fun not having sex.
Yeah, it was always one of those. I mean, yeah, religion's dumb.
Religion of all sorts is dumb. Like, oh my God, my favorite thing to do is get into debates with people about it, like things that are like sinning and all that good shit, especially with people that like follow the Bible or they say they follow the Bible to the T. So I was on a dating app and I was talking to this girl who was a devout Christian. She's like, she found out I was not only an ordained minister, but also bi. And to her, that was
how did that come up?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It came up in conversation though. I don't remember the exact coordinates on how we got there, but we got there eventually. And when I mentioned, or when she found out that both of them were both of them applied, she was like, wait, I don't understand how that doesn't seem like it would work. And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, how can you say you're a man of God and also be bisexual? And I said, well, first of all, I never said I was a man of God. And second of all, show me in the Bible where it says that, being bisexual is a sin. And, she started pulling out those bullshit Bible verses, Sodom and Gomorrah and all that shit. And those are my favorites to just fucking derail their shit on. How can you be bisexual and an ordained minister? How can you be a man of God and also bisexual? And I was like, well, first of all, I never claimed I was a man of God.
I find this funny because all I can think about is those Starburst commercials from the late 2000s where it was the contradiction commercials.
Oh, I know what you're
God,
talking about.
I was going to say, y'all have to remember these.
I remember now. It's coming back.
They had the albino lifeguard
Yep.
and then the Scotch Korean.
I don't remember those.
I remember
You
them.
need to look those up, Mark.
I'll look them up after I finish.
Because this is like a weird, like, religious dystopian version of those same commercials.
Cool. Yeah, I'll look at those later and figure that out. So I told her, like, I was like, first of all, I'm not a man of God. The problem is, or the reason I can claim both of those things is,
I'm a jackass.
so I asked her, I was like, okay, so well, if in your eyes, bisexuality is a sin, right? She's like, well, absolutely. It's, Sodom and Gomorrah, shake fisting at the sky things. And I was like, well, if I remember right, according to such and such Bible passage, I forgot what it was because I don't remember the Bible. It was, there is no sin greater than any other sin. And I was like, is that true? And she's like, well, of course. And I was like, so do you ever eat bacon by chance? She's like, well, yeah, bacon's delicious. Do you ever wear polyester? I mean, I'm sure that some of my clothes are. Do you mix your cottons with other fabrics? Well, yeah, of course. I was like, okay. Have you ever looked at a man and said, I'd love to get into that? Well, yeah. I mean, it's only natural. I was like, exactly. You're a sinner too, bitch. And you're just as fucked up as I am. And then she stopped talking to me.
I can't imagine why, Mark.
I know. Man, it's beyond me what I did wrong.
Well, you're very blunt. You're a very blunt person, so.
Here's my thing is I don't fucks with people like that.
You mean ignorance?
I don't fuck with ignorance. Like, if I'm ignorant to something, I appreciate when someone calls me out on it, but I'm not going to be like, oh, that's not my fault. I didn't know any better. It's like, I'm sorry. Now that I have learned this, I will do better going forward. But for people that are just like, oh, you're a sinner because you've maybe once or twice in your life have sucked a dick, I'm going to be like, well, you've sucked a dick too, and last time I checked, you're not married.
Damn.
Brandon.
What? What are you brandoning me about?
I don't know.
The way he said that, I was like, what's going to happen here?
I've had to beat you off of me with like a lead pipe.
We talked about that last time. We're not going to talk about that again. We've already talked about that.
I've been tasting a whiskey this whole time we've been doing this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm drinking I picked it up this morning from Deb's. It's the Russell's Reserve store pick. This straight up tastes like breakfast. It's got maple hickory notes. It's got some bacon.
Just like chunks of bacon floating in.
Yeah.
But not like bacon bits, just like slightly gnawed on chunks of bacon.
Yeah, just little, like almost like bacon bits, but like the big bacon bits that weren't necessarily cut properly by the machine.
Oh God!
Because it was in somebody's mouth.
You know what? You know what's weird to me about bacon bits, dude? On the topic of bacon bits,
what?
They're vegan.
No. What?
They are.
What?
No,
bacon,
they're not. Hold on.
If you look at the ingredients on bacon bits.
What? Hold on, I'm looking this up.
Hey, Google. Are bacon bits vegan?
Wait, what? Holy shit, it really is. McCormick's Bacon Bits is actually vegan. The main ingredient is textured soy flour, a rich protein meal made of ground soybeans. The soy flour is mixed with canola oil and salt for texture and seasoning. What the fuck? My whole entire...
What the fuck? I have been lied to.
So, suck my dick. Because I was right and y'all was wrong. And that feels great.
It's not that we were wrong. It's just we didn't know.
Brandon, you tried to say that I was wrong. You were like, no, that's not right. So what I'm getting at
It was
here
more
is
of a questioning than it was to definitively saying no.
you were ignorant.
Dude, my whole
The
entire life.
bacon, which is BACN, contains maltodextrin, an additive used as thickener, lactic acid, a flavoring agent, and preservative. Disodium inosinate, I know I said that wrong, and disodium, I hate all these words.
You gotta get used to Latin words.
Oh, what the fuck, phone? No, stop recipe.com. I don't want to subscribe to your goddamn email list. Fuck
Why are you
you
on recipe.com? It just says it right there in the front because I'm on the exact same.
Because I clicked on the actual article because I wanted to get into the nitty gritty of the bacon bit. Salty flavor enhancers and yeast extract, a processed yeast product that creates an umami flavor. While neither brands are especially sinister, both types of bacon bits are highly processed.
Which
You know what
definitely
is really
good
sinister?
to shovel
Isn't
into your
good to
body.
shovel into your body, is what it says.
You know what is actually really sinister, company?
What?
Amazon?
PETA. Fuck
Oh.
you, PETA. That's my PSA for today.
Oh, I thought that was you doing like a angry divorcee version of Lois Griffin.
No, PETA the company, the Protectors
I know.
of Equal Animal Treatment Agencies or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it's
they're
called.
a terrorist group.
Go fuck yourself, PETA. Thank you. I have to get that out at least once or twice a week.
As a dog and pet advocate, PETA's a terrorist group, right?
They suck.
Who sucks?
PETA.
Can PETA go fuck themselves?
Sure.
No, they shouldn't be able to. Let's castrate them like they do to dogs.
Their ideals sound good in theory,
Like communism.
but
Damn.
go and start seeing what they're actually doing, and it's a bunch of ludicrousness.
Well, folks, you heard it here. That was Jasmine, Brandon's wonderful wife. We finally got her on the show.
I love you. She's having to run back to work because somebody had to duck out.
She's such a hard-working gal.
She
Also,
is a hard-working gal.
we didn't get to get her on here to give her a little bit of a hard time for the cum on his chest.
What?
How did?
Oh
Why was the doctor standing in front of him?
Oh, I forgot about.
No, dude. Okay, Bailey was hearing. All right, she listened to the episode when we went to New Braunfels. So had kind of the exact same moment as Jazz as well.
Jasmine, Key told Bailey the story about the doctor that got shot in the chest with a gun. And she had the same reaction that you did.
And here's the best part. She did not know what. Okay, I'm pretty sure I don't know if Jazz knows, but Mark, I don't know if it's every guy, but she didn't know what the hell a pearl necklace meant at all.
That just means you have a wholesome, sweet-hearted wife.
Dude, I had to explain that to her.
Do you want to know the fucked up thing? Do you want to know
What?
my fucked up truth?
What?
Do you want to know where I found
What,
out what
the
a
big
pearl
true
necklace
true?
was?
What?
My fucking mom.
No.
Brandon, you know things about my parents that would turn Key's hair white.
Yeah, I am.
And dude, and just for the listeners, I have extremely
Guys,
hair, so
because of the ice melting in the Antarctica, because we are just shitty human beings and Republicans believe that climate change isn't real, Antarctic ice melt reveals mummified penguins. You're welcome.
man.
We're gonna come back to that. Key.
I mean, that's it. I mean, this is a story published by the Weather Channel.
Shit, I didn't even know that. That's really sad and heartbreaking.
What?
I want to
Mummified penguins that have been dead for probably thousands
No,
of years?
just seeing like how bad Mother Earth is being treated.
Oh, yeah. No, it's real shitty.
It sucks. Mark, what were you about to say?
Penguins.
Brandon,
Yes.
do you think with these penguins being found in the Arctic, it's going to be like some like The Mummy Returns type shit.
Oh my god, I can only hope so.
Like how
If
fucking
this doesn't start like a new horror franchise of mummified penguins that are actually the restless spirits of these penguins who are now forced to be exposed to the warmer climate, doesn't like have some like crazy horror mummy climate change movie, I'll
my
be
God.
very disappointed.
Well, because I mean, we already got Sharknado, we already got
Right, exactly.
piranhas and all that other stuff. So this has to be a movie idea for somebody.
better
This
idea.
has to.
Better idea.
Win, chill your fucking tits.
And whoever makes this movie, and if you're listening to us, we take credit as well.
Better idea.
I don't want to take credit, but I would like an acknowledgement in the credits.
The
I
number
only
of
don't want payment,
times.
I just would like credit.
So you guys saw Alien versus Predator, right?
Which
Yeah.
one, the first or the second?
Whichever one took place in the Arctic.
It was the first one.
So, would be fucking amazing is if these fucking mummified penguins have fucking chest bursters inside of them, and we got like a fucking
No. Mark, better. The Thing.
Oh,
So,
So you're saying Among Us with penguins?
yeah.
I'd be all about that shit.
No, what about I don't know if you ever saw the movie with God damn it. With Val Kilmer, it was called Thawed, where they found this this mummified mammoth, and it had some kind of like insect inside of it, and it was like infecting everybody.
So Key, Brandon knows this
Yeah.
about my parents. Brandon knows this about my parents.
oh my dear Lord. All right, cool. So
All right.
I was hoping we were maybe going to not do this, but fuck it. Let's do this.
I want to hear this,
He
honestly.
needs to know why my mom's the reason I know what a pearl necklace is.
Yes, I want to know why. What the hell
man.
is the story?
My parents are swingers. Which
Well, with what you've been through, and then like you wanting to change your name, I believe that honestly.
now you kind of know why. But here's the thing is it wasn't one of those things where she intentionally told me what it was. I was talking to Jesse, my friend Jesse from high school. Brandon, you know Jesse.
I know.
Wait, was this during the talk about the birds and the bees, or was this?
I never got a birds and the bees talk. Never got that.
Oh, okay. I never got that either.
A
but
bird
I'm
and the bees incoming while he's on his knees.
So what ended up happening was Jesse was texting one of our other friends from school, and while in that conversation, there was joke because in high school everyone says gay shit to each other. It just happens.
We still do to this very day. So.
Right, we still do. So either he said to the other guy or the other guy said to him. Either way, somebody said, "Why don't you come over here and I'll give you a pearl necklace?" And Jesse and I both were very, at this point, somewhat innocent.
Wow, that sounds real nice.
I was 15,
Go
right? I
get
didn't
that
know
pearl
him.
necklace.
I was like, yeah. And we're both like, oh my gosh, he's going to give you a pearl necklace. That sounds so cool. And Jesse's like, but his family's broke. How the fuck's he going to give us a pearl necklace? And from the other room, I shit you not, my mom says, oh, he's just going to come on your chest. And then I hear hear like all the air being sucked out of the room, and she realizes what she just did. And I'm just like,
That wasn't the air being sucked out of the room, if you know what I mean.
she very rapidly realized how badly she fucked up with that.
Oh my god.
Your parents are terrible parents.
I know.
It's amazing that you turned out as well as you did.
All right. So, on the topic of parenting, you remember when you were a kid and your parents would be like, I just want you to be honest with me. I promise I won't be mad.
I
Yeah.
hate that.
Being fucking mad. Yeah, I hate that too.
What is your best I won't be mad story?
Oh man, honestly, I cannot think of it. I've I've worked
Brand-
really hard to block that stuff out.
Fuck, I can't think of any. Like, like, just like Brandon, I try to block all that shit out. I can't really think of anything, honestly.
My best one, since you guys have to think about it, my best one. Brandon, I think you know this, but my younger sister, when she was like 2 or 3, she had this habit of breaking toys, right?
Oh yes.
And here's the thing. Here's one of the reasons that me and my sister had a really shitty relationship for a long time was she didn't break her toys for any reason other than to get me in trouble. Like I'm not kidding you when like there would be
is this
my youngest sister.
Oh,
my only younger sibling. So what she would do is she would break her toys and then put them in or near my room so that it appeared that I had been the one that broke them.
That sucks.
That's sadistic. Like,
and this is my I won't be mad story. Was the first time it happened, my parents called me over and they're like, "Hey, what happened to Victoria's doll?" And I was like, I don't know. Well, it was outside of your
it sounds
room.
like you're fucking lying.
No, it was like, well, it was outside of your room, so we assumed that you would know. I was like, I really don't know. And they're like, Mark, you can tell us. We won't be mad if you tell us the truth. And I'm like, okay, I'm telling you the truth. I just got home from school. I have no idea what happened to that toy. And of course, they got pissed off because I told the truth and whooped my ass. And the problem is that first time was an accident. She didn't mean to break her toy. It just happened to break, and she kind of just left it on the ground because she didn't want it at that point. But as soon as she saw that I could get my ass beat for breaking her toys, she fucking lost her shit.
Oh.
Like, she would break her toys. Like, she would get, like, toys that she'd had for, like, a week, break them, and leave them in or around my room, like I said.
Because that totally makes sense that you would break her toy and leave it in your room.
Yeah.
So this went on for
because if this was me, I'd be godfathering the shit out of this.
Yeah.
I'd be like putting it underneath the bed sheet so you wake up with it in your bed.
Well, it's funny you should mention that.
Your stuffed little pony's head is inside of your bedroom right now, underneath the sheets.
So my parents believed that I was lying up until the point, I'm talking this is months later. This went on for months until my sister took her. She had one of those Dora the Explorer water toys.
Yeah.
She slammed it on the ground to break the head off, and then put the doll in my bed, tucked her in like a fucking psychopath, and then put the head on the right next to the torso. And so I called my parents and was like, "Do you really think I would do this? Does this look like something I would do?" And they're like, maybe he wasn't lying. Maybe we were wrong. And I was like, yeah, that's what I've been saying. So yeah, what ended up happening was that's our bad.
Oh, well, yeah, come on. What did you expect? This is your parents we're talking about.
Yeah.
Also, I've seen how your sister lives. I'm not willing to necessarily say that she isn't a psychopath.
Well, she's got a lot of mental problems that she inherited from my father, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just wouldn't, I wouldn't say it's out of the question that she could be a serial killer someday.
You know what? I don't have any of those stories because I can't think of anything, but here's a story that you might like. And this is because it came to mind because how Brandon is currently trying out new whiskey.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know.
I swear to God, where is this going?
So everybody knows that I'm straight edge. So my parents...
Oh, good. Key found another reason to bring up that he's straight edge.
So, shut up.
He's trying really hard to make people believe that he's not also into dudes.
Oh, it's not going well for him, even though he's married. There's still a lot of questions.
He's already said before that he'd climb me like a tree.
I would.
I mean, Bailey makes for a really good beard. So,
Bailey doesn't have that long of facial hair.
Oh, you're sick.
What? I'm on your side about this.
Takeaway.
But anyway, aside from all this, everybody knows I don't drink whatsoever. I'm straight edge, but I'm cool with everybody who does it. You smoke weed,
He just
whatever.
does heroin.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm straight edge, but as soon as you bring out that needle and that black tar heroin,
I just lean back and ride that ice pony.
Well, more of a dragon. Well, anyway, so...
Speaking from experience.
Shut up. So basically, getting back to the story, my parents are always cool. They treated me and my my brother and sister really, really cool. So one night, it was during 2002 summer. It was hot. My parents just got us Chicken Run on DVD, and
I fucking love Chicken Run.
so I decided to watch it. And maybe halfway through the movie, I was like, man, I am really, really thirsty. I would love a soda right now or something. And so I went to the kitchen, didn't find anything inside of the fridge. I was like, great, bummer. I see a cup on the counter.
Oh,
and it looks like it's been there for maybe quite some time. And there's like sweat coming off of it too. So I'm like, what is this? I look at it. It's clear. I don't smell anything in it. And I'm like, let me take a sip. So I take a sip. And I'm like, ooh, Sprite, finally. And I downed the whole entire fucking cup within maybe 3 or 4 seconds. And this is a full cup too, by the way.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm like, sweet, I just got me, some soda. So I go to the couch, continue watching Chicken Run. And all of a sudden, maybe within like a few minutes, I start feeling just funny. I'm like, what is going on? Why does the TV look kind of...
Oh, man, I can only
right
imagine. For someone who doesn't know, this must have felt like an allergic reaction kicking in. Like your whole body starts getting warm.
And for some for some odd reason, just like funny feeling, and I'm like, man, I am getting really sleepy all of a sudden. And so
And then the first
God.
thought that crosses through Key's mind is, oh my God, is this puberty?
Guys, why did I just get so horny?
oh my god.
But I can't get an erection.
Oh no, maybe I'm into chickens.
Oh god. So,
Chicken Run awoken some deep shit inside of me.
oh my god, no.
It was all about seeing them thick chicken thighs.
Fucking bread.
Dude, those chickens were thick as fuck.
They are so thick Pixar tried to pick them up to be moms in their movies.
They're so thick that sandwich place in Chicago tried to add it to their chocolate cake shake.
Oh,
What was the
God.
name of that
Son
restaurant
of a
again, Mark?
bitch, I just realized I never got my chocolate shake cake.
No, you didn't.
Fuck!
He is sad about that. I made him
I'm
think about
angry
something
now.
he never got.
I'm angry now.
Well, you can blame Chicken Run in my story for that.
Finish the fucking podcast. I'm out.
Finishing the story, I literally get tired. I go to sleep, wake up the next morning with the most, like, excruciating headache of my entire fucking life.
You
And I'm
know
like,
what us people who drink would call a hangover.
oh, speaking of a hangover, I'm going to get back to you about something about a hangover.
Oh boy.
Because of another story. So I'm literally fucking there with the most excruciating pain in my entire life in my head. I'm like, what happened? Why am I feeling like this? My mom comes into my room and she's like, hey, by any chance... Well, it wasn't that. She was like, by any chance, did you see a cup on the counter last night? And I was like, you mean that cup full of Sprite? Yeah, I downed that whole entire thing. And now I'm just feeling really sick. Maybe it's because of that. She has a face of like shock and then like kind of like funny at the same time. It's like, wanted to laugh and she's like, Keith, it was Sprite, yes, but there was also something else inside of there. I'm like, what was inside of it? What else? She was like, there was sky blue vodka inside of it. And I might have put a little bit of Sprite inside of it, but the whole thing was just mainly vodka. I was like, do you mean to tell me I got drunk last night and now I know what a hangover feels like?
How old were you?
I was like probably 11 or 12. Wait, I think it might have been 12 because Chicken Run came out around 2000. So it might have been 2001 or 2002. So yeah, So 2002. Fuck, I might have been 10.
You were born in 91. You would have been 10 or
92.
11.
So I was 10. So yeah, I was 10 around that time when that happened. So yeah, 10-year-old feeling what a hangover feels like.
Is that why you don't drink?
I don't drink due to like, I mean, everybody knows. I had family members who are long gone now that were alcoholics, and I see them do like some extremely crazy shit at an early age that made me just be like, you know what, I don't want to drink. My dad struggled with alcoholism, and he's been sober for more than like, at this point, 12 years.
That's awesome.
And yeah, and I was just like, and Bailey drinks. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with you guys. Everybody, I just, don't
Yeah,
want to
I, I was giving you a hard time about like, oh, Key's
No. It's fine.
But
Trust
Key,
me.
I will say, Key is one of like the most accepting, like kind, sweet-hearted people. He's not one of those people that gets preachy about it.
No, I don't judge anybody.
Just
Yeah,
suck
you're
his
not your
dick already.
typical-
Fuck.
You're not, well, because there tends to be a lot of negative connotations with people who are straight edge.
Yeah, and
And he is definitely not that kind of straight edge. He's totally fine. Like you can invite him to parties and stuff, and he's not uncomfortable. He doesn't
let's just put it this way. Every time I went out with friends, such as you, Mark, or Jose, or anybody, I was always the DD. And I got paid in food
also
too,
true.
or gas, so it was also fun. Oh, another thing,
Or
hangover.
hand jobs.
Going back to the hand jobs. I feel like you would give me one, Mark. Going back to hangovers, our last episode that we were in together, how I mentioned and brought up Pedialyte. So when Bailey listened to that podcast episode, she was like,
oh
wait a
my
minute.
God, your wife listened to that?
Yes, she listened to it and she loved it.
Oh my God.
So she was like, wait a minute, Mark, Brandon, drink. And I was like, yeah. But they do know that Pedialyte is also a cure for hangovers, right?
What?
Yes.
No.
Here's
Apparently
the thing.
it is.
Key, I've only had like 3 hangovers in my life, and they were all when I was in my early 20s. Like I haven't had a hangover in years.
I've woken up a little groggy, but I haven't had like a legit like, oh God, why kind of. I have not had that in a long
I get food hangovers. I don't get alcohol hangovers.
I get extreme. I get like I get munchies like a fucking stoner.
That is true, because the bachelor party, that was the most I've ever seen you drink, and you were like downing that whole entire pizza and whatever snacks we had that night as well.
Yeah, same. I remember that at the bachelor party, Brandon.
You
also
weren't
because I was there.
Oh yeah, and that was also the time I'd never seen Jose get so pissed while playing Uno.
Oh my dear Lord, seriously. I've never seen somebody get so mad at fucking Uno. Like, holy shit.
Oh my God, that was the funniest time.
We were playing Uno one night on PlayStation, and I swear to God, I think I won 4 matches in a row, and he rage quit.
I believe you on that, because Jose has always been a very competitive. I love his I love his energy and like how he,
It's so funny because he's so, the way he is, like his frustration meter, you don't notice it until it's about to fucking explode.
Yes.
Like he's so like just kind of jovial and go with the flow.
And then like when he starts losing,
and then when you start picking up on it, it's too late.
It's
like there's no way to like get it to where like, oh, he's getting annoyed, or like there's no precursor signs. It's once you notice, we're past the point of no return.
It's like you're fucked. Like literally a nuke is about to drop. It's like, oh no.
It's so funny.
You're in his world now.
Yeah. And so I'm also one of those people that I'm like, I don't really necessarily care about winning so much, because I'm just kind of, I'm like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not the greatest player at things. I just go more so for the enjoyment and interaction with friends.
Yeah.
But when it comes to anything that I do with Jose where there's a winning element, I only want to win to trigger him. It's all I care about. So I purely go at it from I want to win to fuck with them.
Brandon, that might be the most me thing I've ever heard you say.
It's true. It really is true. I do not give a shit about winning unless I'm with Jose, and I'm like, I only want this to see you suffer.
See, like when I play video games, mainly I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege. I don't care too much about winning, but when it comes to people that literally are probably the exact same age as me, bringing up jokes from like the early 2000s when we say, oh, I fucked your mom or something like that, that's when I start trolling on you that whole entire fucking time.
Oh God, I love that shit.
I hate people who do that. It's like there was these.
I will never be the one who initiates it, but when somebody starts doing it, like I don't do the same jokes back. I just insult their intelligence for not being able to come up with other things.
That's what I do as well.
See, I don't fuck with people. Like, I don't say things like that. I don't like, oh, I fucked your mom. I always just find ways to fuck with
your dad.
I deep-throated your dad.
You know what? Oh my God.
I just find ways to fuck with the game in ways that pisses everyone else off. Like I stopped playing Call of Duty because the people that play Call of Duty are very toxic.
I just turn off the mic. I don't listen.
That's
so
what
I start doing is in circumstances like that is I'll make sure that I fucking set it so that I can kill my own teammates by accident. Like especially if I'm the host of the game, I'll always set it to like friendly fire is on. And then
monster.
with friendly fire, like if you shoot one of your teammates, you lose points, right?
Points,
right.
yeah.
So here's the best part of that is if I shoot them, they're not going to shoot me back because then they lose points too.
Yep.
So I just keep fucking with them. Like, oh, you think that you banged my mom? Be that as it may, you might be right on that. I'm still going to shoot you back.
See, like what I like to do is when that happens, I like to fucking destroy all their equipment. This is in Rainbow Six Siege. Even though I lose points, it doesn't matter because if they kill me, then I have the option to put friendly fire reverse back on them. So what I do is I'll fuck up all their shit. I'll destroy all the windows. I'll destroy all the walls. And then they'll eventually give in, kill me.
Chaos, Jesus.
Yes. And then once they do that, I still continue with the same round. And I'm like, fuck you. I just trolled you, like seriously. Why do you have to go?
Fuck me, fuck you.
Yep.
Fuck me yourself, bitch.
But I really, dude, Brandon or Mark, I feel like you guys should say that the next time. Or shit, I might say it when somebody says, I fucked your mom. Oh yeah, guess what? I fucked your dad.
No. You can't just say something like I fucked your dad. It's too general. You got to be specific.
No, you
make them really know that you fucked their dad.
Yeah.
I let your dad bend me over the pool table, and he took me from behind. He gave me a reach around, and then I deep-throated his cock. What do you got for me now, bitch?
I fucked your dad on your mom's dirty laundry.
Oh my God. But yep. Toxicity in games.
I used her fucking Abercrombie and Fitch t-shirt to wipe off his cum.
Oh my God.
Your daddy asked me to wear your mom's nightie, and I said no. And I took off my clothes, and he saw that I was wearing my own nightie. And he took me.
And he was so aroused that he took your mom's nightie and he put it on.
He put on your mom's nightie, and then I took him from behind. I didn't have the decency to give him a hand job. I didn't give him a reach around.
I certainly didn't have the decency to look him in the eyes.
And I didn't finish inside of him. I pulled out, and I came into his water glass on his nightstand.
My God.
He said thank you as I left. I didn't respond. I don't have respect for your father. You just hear crying on the other end of the microphone.
Dude, if you make a guy who's our age cry, that'll be a fucking achievement. That'll be like the best thing ever.
Well, like here's the thing is if you go into it that much confidence in what you're saying, what are they going to say back? Like you can't insult them. Oh man, that's gay. Clearly what I did was gay. Like you have no comeback for that, right?
Be like, it's 2020. Free love. But at the same time, games can be fun, but not when you're at an age like 28 like me, and you're still using things that we had said back in high school at the age of like 14. Grow up. Think of some better things to say that'll be insulting. Because if you do, then I fuck up your shit.
So me and Bailey were talking about James Bond.
Octopussy?
Yes, he was like, that's not a movie. That sounds like a part. I was like, Bailey,
absolutely a movie.
Absolutely a movie called Octopussy.
It's not even just a movie. It's a name of a character in the movie.
Yeah, I told her, like, look it up. I am telling you the truth. She did not believe me, so I had to Google it for her. And I was like, look. It's like, there's really a James Bond. I'm like, yes, I'm
It
telling
is
you
one of the
truth.
most ridiculous names. It's one I just I don't know why. I honest to God have no idea why.
See, I didn't know about that movie up until I saw Mallrats when I was like probably 11. I was like, what the hell is Octopussy?
And I'm a huge James Bond fan, and even that movie is not one that I go to.
Really?
No. It is not one of my favorites at all. It's probably my least favorite.
See, I wonder how, because there's been, I don't know if it's true or not about how Tom
Yes,
Hardy.
Mark?
I'm just letting y'all do y'all's thing. I'm just along for the ride on this one.
You're just grinning like a like a fucking creep.
I'm just happy to be here, that's all. So you guys had some complaints about the new announcement that came out for the Spider-Man thing?
Oh, yeah, I was asking Brandon about this, about how he felt about the face actor being changed to this new actor that looks kind of like they were going for Tom Holland. That's what
They clearly were going for a Tom Holland.
Holland. Yes.
Okay, so I know there are a lot of people who are more upset about it, like, oh my God, why did you do that? Like, my thought process is this, like, it's not that it looks bad. It just, of all the things that you could change and improve on the game, why did you choose that? Like, why is that something you focused on?
Apparently,
there was nothing wrong with it.
Apparently, they made a statement saying that the last face actor, his cheekbones didn't align up with the actual motion cap and voice actor. And the voice actor even made a statement. You can find the tweet as well on his Twitter account. He even said in quotations, "Oh, it was my cheekbones that were too high," or something like that. And he doesn't even like this either, apparently.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, and I'm just I'm just kind of annoyed by it because I'm like, this seems like a really petty, dumb thing to do. Because there was nothing wrong with the design for Peter Parker to begin with. Also, because all right, let's say you want to change the face, you want to do something, that's fine. Whatever, it's your game. It's fine. You know, I get it. You want to make improvements. You want to do tweaks. Why did you make Spider-Man an established person who's been doing this for like 6 or 8 years or something in the game, and then make him look like he just got into college?
That's the thing I was even saying as well. Like,
Why is he so young?
If I might interject on that topic, because I don't have much to say on this entire topic. Having a younger Peter Parker isn't necessarily that problematic. Unless there was like a specific age range he was supposed to be.
No, there was. With this
Oh.
game, they specifically Peter talks about how he's been doing this for like
hold on, Brennan. Sorry if there's anybody listening. Spoilers are spoilers ahead.
We're not getting into
No, this game came out in 2018. We're fine.
But there are people who probably don't have PlayStations that
I've never played it. It doesn't bother
but
me.
we're not getting into spoiler
Spoilers.
territory. There's no secret that this Spider-Man has been around for a while.
Yeah, but continue. Go ahead.
So yeah,
I didn't get to finish.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I always finish.
No, but my thing is if it's modeled after Tom Holland, Tom Holland's like our age. Like he's not like a super young guy.
I thought he was like, wait, what?
No, he's younger than us, Mark.
Yeah,
You're
he's
younger
way.
than us.
Hold on, let me look up his age.
Sorry,
Hey, Google.
I lost my train of thought.
He is 24 years old. He's 4 years
Okay.
younger.
So 24
that's
years old.
That's 24 is a massive difference.
But how long you said he's been doing it for how many years though?
6 or 8, right, Brennan? What you said?
Yeah, he's been doing it for about 8 years.
Peter
Okay.
Parker got bitten by the spider at the age of 16. So even if he
Yes.
was like 20, looks like a 24-year-old, that's still 6 years of experience.
But what I like, what other people were stating is that, you know, the reason why he looks a little older is because of all the stress and everything that he has gone
Yeah,
through
that's the
because of
thing.
being
This new
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker remodel looks like he hasn't had a stressful day in his fucking life.
Yeah.
He does Pilates, guys.
Spidey Pilates.
Spidey Pilates.
No, and it's just one of those things that it looks, the thing is, all right, well, look at this. look at it this way, Mark. Everybody else in the game has a certain look. Like MJ is the same age as Peter, but she doesn't, like, she also looks like she's in her late 20s. But they didn't change Mary Jane's look. So now they've just got this super young, like, baby-faced Peter Parker.
She's a cradle snatcher.
Yeah. Like, it is shockingly, age reduction. Like, it is shocking.
Like, I can understand making a few, like, maybe like a few changes here and there, like maybe like hair or something like that, but the whole entire
update
face.
the hair, sure, whatever. Like, I'm totally fine with that. But why?
You know what would be an amazing fucking unlockable skin?
My foreskin?
Well, that too.
Gross.
Emo Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3.
Oh, dude, I would love that.
That would be pretty great. I mean, they have the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit in the game already.
And apparently they're bringing in the Amazing Spider-Man, which was Garfield. Andrew Garfield's costume from the first one.
Which I argue is the best screen Spider-Man costume out of all of them, except for the fact that the eyes are fixed.
Yeah.
I don't like the first Amazing Spider-Man suit. I do.
No. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that one was the best.
That suit's the best. It is gorgeous.
Fuck, what was I?
It's just one of those things that, like, Insomniac typically makes very smart decisions. And it's just one of those things that I know a lot of people are far more upset about it than I am. And I think it's a little blown out of proportion. It's not a hill I'm willing to die on. It just seems like a misstep. I don't fully understand why they thought that was worth their time.
Yeah, I mean, I agree on that, to be honest with you. Like, there's plenty of games where they've updated the graphics, but, like, not to change the facial structure of a character.
And it's not like they gave updates to all the character models. Like, if they went ahead and did that, this would be a different conversation.
Okay.
But they specifically...
Let's make it that different conversation, Brandon.
Plus, a lot of people are saying that the new Peter Parker look, he looks so young that it's going to be as if Miles Morales is going to be training him instead.
Right. Miles looks older than Peter does.
Yeah, he does.
So, Brandon, if you could choose who they updated the facial models for other characters, who would you choose?
Out of all of them?
Like, okay, so, like, for example, Mary Jane. Who would you choose to do as the new face for Mary Jane?
Like, what do you mean?
Like he means like changing
they updated
the
it with
face.
Tom Holland, right? So, like, if you were to update the character model for Mary Jane, who would you choose?
I don't necessarily know, though, because I like the way Mary Jane looks.
I gotta be honest with you. I'd go with Emma Stone.
I mean, sure.
Emma Stone was great as Gwen, though.
That's the thing,
my
though.
problem. I wouldn't be able to see her as anybody else other than Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is she's a natural redhead. It would make sense for her to be Mary Jane.
But it doesn't matter because it's a video game and it goes purely off of
Okay, fine.
body structure.
You know who I think would be great for them to do for King if they were to replace Kingpin's face?
Oh.
Liev Schreiber.
Oh.
I would face fuck
Oh my
whoever
God.
whoever came up with the idea to replace him with Liev Schreiber.
Jesus Christ.
And
That's why they didn't.
And he is dead serious about that too, folks.
Insomniac, Liev Schreiber, make it fucking happen. One way or another, someone's getting face fucked.
His voice was really great as Kingpin inside of God damn it, Spider-Verse. My bad.
I will be honest. Like, the fact that they gave him like a Brooklyn accent was fucking dope.
That was so smart.
That was great, actually.
Because it really set him aside from like fucking Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabretooth.
Yeah. So here's on the topic of Tom Holland and things.
Okay.
So I just in passing heard this news. I don't know how credible it is.
I think I know what news you're going to talk about.
Apparently, Netflix is considering doing a live action Legend of Zelda series.
What? I didn't hear anything about this.
Yeah, right. And
They've actually been teasing this idea for a long time now.
Wait, and this is Netflix?
Yeah.
Netflix. Yeah,
Netflix.
Okay, I did hear something in the background that time.
that wasn't me this time.
Netflix, fuck you for canceling The Dark Crystal. I will always hate you for that.
Okay, here's the thing, Key. I got to cut that out or else we can never be sponsored by Netflix.
All
That's
right,
not true.
Oh, yeah, they say the fuck word on Netflix all the time.
Yeah.
So my thing is, while yes, that's awesome, there's other news involving Tom Holland playing a character that I'm actually kind of hesitantly excited about.
Are you talking about Nathan Drake?
Navi.
No, involving Tom Holland, not. Well, I mean, yeah, they've been talking about Nathan Drake for a while. They're apparently also going to be rebooting the G.I. Joe movie series, and they're looking at Tom Holland.
I'm not into this.
And John Cena.
I'm not into this.
Wait,
Those goddamn G.I. Joe movies were shit.
they were not that great.
The first one wasn't terrible. The second one was where it got bad.
Oh, so you're saying because the other one was less of a pile of shit, that it's the better piece of shit?
See, the only reason I liked
Brandon,
Yes.
what would you rather clean up off your carpet? A solid log or diarrhea?
Neither. I'm burning the
Nope.
carpet.
No. You got to pick one.
No, I don't.
A solid turd, you walk over, you pick it up with a tissue, you put it in the garbage.
That
That's
is
it.
not how it works.
I feel like
That's-
he's gonna
How
handle
long has this piece of shit been sitting there?
It's gonna be like the episode
Or-
of The Office.
Or you have to clean up a pile of diarrhea. Which are you choosing?
I feel honestly.
I think he left.
I think he did.
Brandon, I hear you shuffling.
I hate all of this.
So to further accentuate
The
my
carpet's getting ripped up no matter what. So at that point,
point, neither of your dogs have ever had an accident on the carpet.
in the old apartment, and I
Right.
did want to burn that carpet, I walked out of the room and I told Jasmine, this is not my problem.
Fair enough. I would, okay, if somebody walked up to me and put a gun to my head and said, you have to watch one of the two G.I. Joe movies, pick one, I would pick the first one. The second one was weird.
I would actually pick the second one because it has
Dwayne the Jock
Bruce
Ronson.
Willis in it.
And Dwayne the Jock Ronson.
It's and because it was so fucking bad that it was actually funny.
See, the only reason I like those movies.
The
was because
other
of
one
Rick-
wanted to be something that it wasn't, and it failed at doing everything, and it was an unenjoyable movie.
The only
That's
thing
fair.
that made those movies enjoyable was because Ray Parker was inside of it, aka Darth Maul.
Oh,
ass.
fuck
Ass.
yeah. Ray Parker's a badass.
So that was the only reason I love those. Like
Can we
just those scenes alone.
Can we get Ray Parker on the show?
I don't know, Mark, can we?
I'm going to
See,
try. I'll
if
do
Ray-
everything I can.
If Ray Parker gets on this show, Jose is going to be wanting to get on this to talk to him as well.
Jose ain't getting shit.
Wow, that's nice of you.
I'm kidding. Has Jose listened to our show?
Not that I'm aware of.
Jose's not getting shit.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That was mean.
That was mean.
But yeah, so like I'm excited about the idea of the Legend of Zelda TV show because like just honestly that sounds like fun.
If they do it right, I mean, they did.
I
They did a good job with The Witcher. So
They did a great job with Castlevania too. Like I have
Yeah.
faith in them on this.
See,
Are they wanting to do live action?
I don't know. That's the thing is I don't know.
I don't think it should be a live action because I mean I can't really picture Tom Holland with long blonde hair like Link. I mean I feel like it'll probably be better as maybe maybe a computer animated thing, kind of like what they did with the new Transformers Fall of Cybertron.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. I think it would work best if they did with.
I'm just tired of that
Of what?
style of animation.
I think it would work better if they were to do it like they did with Castlevania. Honestly,
If they went full anime,
went full anime style, like stayed true to the medium, and made it fucking hardcore.
But that's the thing is going to be weird because in every single, like, you never hear Link talk. That's the thing.
Yes, you do. Yes, you
that's
do.
not. I was gonna say yes, you do.
Which
I'm
one?
gonna need you to revisit the Super Mario Brothers Super Show on Fridays when they played the Legend of Zelda.
Also, there was the video game that had the cutscenes in between.
Oh, the Faces of
animated.
Link, the
Yeah.
Wand of Gamelon, and Zelda's Adventure, dude. Like
Yeah.
we've had a talking Link before.
I don't think I've never played those, honestly. I didn't
They were
even
on-
know that he...
They were on the IC or the Philips CDI or whatever. It wasn't a very popular game.
Gotcha, because like honestly, growing up playing, the old NES Legend of Zelda up until, now, I've never once have seen or heard Link talk at all. It's everybody else who does it.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Yeah, but that's kind of arguably, especially on the N64, I mean, there wasn't like full vocal tracks.
True on the N64, but
Well, I mean, they had the dialogue. That's the thing, though.
And then with sure.
Like
but
the text dialogue. My bad. I should correct myself on that.
But here's the way that you might have to look at that: is it might not be that he didn't say anything. It's just the things he was saying were so vulgar they couldn't put it on there.
Oh my God, I love that.
It's like, all right, Link, take this sword and be gone with you. Fuck you, old man.
Fuck you, old man. Bend over. I'll show you what the fuck I'm going to do with this sword.
God damn
It's
it.
dangerous for me to go alone. Why don't you take this?
Better breathe out before I put this in because it's dangerous to go alone.
Bite the pillow, old man.
You know what? I can see it now why they didn't put dialogue inside of it.
And this is
And
why
then-
Zelda never stays with Link.
He gives the old man a reach around because it's also dangerous to come alone.
I like your joke a lot better than mine.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't trying to one up you.
No, it wasn't that you were trying to one-up me. I
One-up.
just thought it was better.
Yeah,
You know what?
it was.
I vote Mark to do Link's voice. I would love
Also, oh my God, I would love that. Either that or Mark needs to do Ganon.
to. No. Oh, wait. I think he should do Ganon and you should do Link.
Brandon,
Yes.
say a Linkism.
What?
Oh, yeah. Bend over, princess. That's right. Bend that ass out, princess.
Oh.
Oh, my God. To be clear, it's okay because both Link and the princess are like hundreds of years old.
Yeah, they're like immortals.
Yeah, they are.
Also, can we talk about one of the biggest things that pissed me off in the Legend of Zelda series?
Is
What's
the
up?
fact that everybody thinks that Link is actually Zelda and
I don't give a fuck. That's just ignorance. People can be ignorant. It's not their fault. No, what pisses me off most is in Wind Waker, Tetra is this badass pirate. Like, she is fucking hardcore. And then they turn her, then when it's revealed she's Zelda, she spends pretty much the rest of the game just chilling in Hyrule doing nothing.
Oh, right.
And I'm just like, this is fucked. Like, this was a waste of an awesome characterization that you could have had Zelda keep throughout the game. Like,
Or just in general for the future. Like, she's not the damsel in distress.
like the end of Wreck-It Ralph when it's like, oh yeah, Vanellope, you're actually a fucking princess. And she's just like, I don't like that life. I'm going to just live the life I'm living. Like, that would have been fucking great if they did that with Tetra. Because Tetra was fucking awesome. Fuck you, Nintendo. I don't want you to sponsor us, Nintendo. Go fuck yourself.
Hold on. I'll take any of the sponsors we can get.
Actually, Nintendo, I would love to work with you in your music department, making
Nin-
video game
Nintendo, I
soundtracks.
write really shitty songs. I'll be more than happy to write shitty songs for you.
And a parody of Legend of Zelda.
I can't do that because it's already been done so many times.
No, but as an
What
actual
was the
video
one?
game.
What's the one? Was it Oni who did the video of Link and Ganon?
Oh
The
yeah, it
one
was
with
Oni.
the-
It was Oni, I think.
When they were squirting milk at each other?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think that was Oni. I
Was
think
it
that was,
not?
I think
thought
it was Spaz Kid.
Oh, it was Spaz Kid.
Fuck. Sorry, wrong.
Mm-mm-mm.
But Oni does make some funny stuff too. So
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, gee,
Oni
does he?
No
One of the people on YouTube who puts out the most content?
Yes. I'm sorry. The most content? He hasn't put out an animation in years.
I am talking about the Oni plays.
Okay, bitch. Look.
Yeah? Are you going to say that's not content? Because I would like someone to take a look in the mirror.
man.
They got quiet really all of a
It
sudden.
did. Oh no.
The crickets are chirp. Wait. He's doing his thing again.
Yes, Mark?
That hurt my feelings. That made me sad.
So, Mark, there was something that you and I talked about, not on the podcast, but because speaking of the YouTubes, you remember the Meat Canyon animator?
Which video in particular? I watch all of his shit.
Well, we were just kind of talking in general about just how fucked up his stuff is.
How fucking amazing it is, though.
Yeah, how fucked up it is, but how fucking amazing it is. Did you watch the new Winnie the Pooh one?
I've seen snippets of it. I haven't seen the whole thing.
It's something, man.
Like he eats all of the other Poolings.
It's a whole thing about vor.
Yep.
I'm all into it. After a quick trip to the 100-acre woods. Oh my god!
No. Oh my god.
Y'all are welcome.
I'm speechless, but what the fuck? Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Were we talking about something before you brought that shit up?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
When I heard the ear voice, I'm like, Mark?
You know, I can actually do a pretty decent Winnie the Pooh voice.
I know you can.
I don't remember the last time I tried doing an Eeyore voice, though.
Well, I mean, just do it like how they did it in that video, and it's perfect.
Hey, Brandon. Come touch Key on his keyness.
Ew.
That's Key for penis.
Yep,
Thank you for breaking that down for us.
I haven't heard you say that in such a long fucking time.
I don't know. Because I knew how
Okay.
much it bothered you.
You can find us on all the social profiles and media pages, including the OnlyFans
Brandon, I
at
think
SR Sleepy Boys.
I think I've already mentioned how much I hate that you use the term soch.
That's why I do it. It's like, this is my revenge for all the California pizza kitsch that you put me through.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
Just to clarify, when he says all the soch, he means Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and again, fucking OnlyFans.
Yeah, and then check out our LinkedIn profile. No, I'm kidding. We don't have a LinkedIn. Mark, tell us where we can fucking find you.
Don't look under your beds tonight, boys and girls.
Wait,
Um,
I'm definitely looking in the bed then.
No, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and
Yes?
I forgot the other one.
Today, Junior.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, motherfucker.
On motherfucker. Huh.
You can find me
Don't
on-
let him around. Don't let him around your mom. If
That's the Pornhub version of OnlyFans, since Pornhub only has mom fucking on their front page now, apparently.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram.
Mark, do we
Are you
need
okay?
a conversation?
Guys, I'm burnt out. I burnt myself out for once.
Oh no, you've done this before.
Has he?
Yes, he has burnt himself out before.
This is a first for me, actually.
Oh my god. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want to see me do some stupid shit on video games, you can find me on Twitch. This may or may not be happening soon because my Xbox shit the bed. Don't know if it's been fixed yet. Also, I have
Alright,
OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right, because you do have your own.
I have an
personal
OnlyFans, but it's only for gaming
fans.
shit. I don't
Oh,
I don't post nudies on there unless you pay me a lot of money.
I'll be starting my own OnlyFans where I talk about different ceiling fans, floor fans, desk fans.
Fans that do or do not have the coverings on.
Yeah, I mean, man, we're gonna get in. I'm gonna bring in some like real old girls too. You know, like those real old ladies, like old fans. you know, from like the turn of the century, like really like shake the dust off of them, you know.
You mean MILFs, right? You know, man, I like that fan.
That's actually a good one.
All right,
you.
Key, tell us where you're at.
All right, guys, you can find me on Instagram at Master Keynobi. You can also find my Spotify page on there. Well, link in my bio as well to listen to some of my music. And you can also find me on Facebook as Kiyokosta. I need to change it to Kinobi so that way there's no more confusion. And I will be starting an OnlyFans as well, but mine is going to be showing me beating my
No.
meat.
Key,
You
just
find him
take out the
beating and
part.
basting and marinating all his meat.
Yes, you can.
He's
And,
gonna cover his meat in so many juices.
And so many seasonings. And it's going to marinate.
That's what we call a good old dry rub.
You can't hear it, but I'm licking the shit out of my microphone. For
Oh,
that.
I thought I heard something moist.
I thought I heard something too. Oh my god.
And you can find me on Instagram at Condor_Brandor. And on that page, you can also find links to all my other Instagram pages that I have, such as my whiskey page, ATX Whiskey Bros, my band, King Richard and the Gilded Veil. And you can also find me on Facebook. I'm not cool enough to have a YouTube page or a Twitch page because nobody likes listening to me talk.
I love listening to you sing.
You do have a beautiful singing voice, you handsome bastard.
Oh, thank you.
I wish I could
But
sing.
so, yeah. Guys, that wraps up today. Thank you for joining in, and we will see you next week.